earlier instead of late, which could of course mean for drastic changes in the time schedule. So keep that in mind, of course, if you are running a tournament.
Okay,
Give
so and apparently we're big fat liars, so it's not the dual Mario. It's Skipper that opts to go for the Cloud. You know, he does play 3 characters, being Mario, Cloud, and Captain Falcon.
I'm slightly disappointed there.
Yeah, I'm too, because I do like their dual Mario.
But of course you can't blame them. They are playing against Homika and Elexiao.
And it's Rosalina, and Mario does have a hard time getting in on Rosalina. So 2 Marios, 1 Rosalina, might as well go for the Cloud.
So far this Cloud seems to be doing his part pretty well.
Yeah, he's keeping that Rosalina busy.
Yeah. And that's something very important for Mario to have.
I'm kind of shook that a dash attack almost did it on Rosalina.
That dash attack has some nasty angle. You will fly up very high, which will make it seem, of course, that you die pretty soon. But it will still take some percentage and actually to take out your stock. But we are talking about Rosalina being, of course, a very light character.
And I like what Red Team was doing right there. You know, Mario holding the line. Ooh, and giving Skipper the ability to charge, but yo.
Oh no! No, not like this! Not like this!
That interaction was bonkers.
Yeah, it was a very ludicrous move to make. Almost worked. However, something that happened, for example, with Supahsemmie, he didn't upbeat in time. He was a bit baffled himself.
Yeah. You get the save, but end up, you know, costing more than you wanted it to. All right, but if they still keep their head in the game, this is still very well in their reach.
Skipper having a hard time landing. However, making it back on the stage with a limit, being a very dangerous tool. And as I say that, both of them are getting off stage. Still holding on to that limit though.
Yeah, and they have to be careful on how they play around that Hydro Pump from Greninja. In singles, it's pretty easy to focus on that, but in doubles, in the chaos, you may not see that jet of water coming out.
Something you just saw right there was Rosalina just got hit almost just a little bit by that limit side B, taking a stock and putting Homika on just 1 stock in his doubles. And there goes Elexiao's first stock.
That up smash doesn't discriminate.
Evening up the stock count.
Ooh, and Skipper with a bit of friendly fire right there. And I feel like Red Team might start focusing on Rosalina more and more.
Because unlike his singles, Rosalina can't really throw out too much of her Luma attacks, because it can, of course, hit his teammate as well.
Yeah, and that's why I'm not a huge fan of Rosalina in doubles.
Exactly. It takes time and dedication to actually learn, I believe, how to play Rosalina doubles, and not just for the Rosalina player, also for your opponent, because you have to keep in mind your opponent throws out hitboxes which are so big because of the Luma that you are potentially getting hit by them as well.
Bit of a 1v1 on both sides of the stage, but the Red Team coming closer to each other. All right, ooh, upbeat, yeah.
Very patient from him.
Smart by Skipper, you know, he got caught on his upbeat recovery once, so he didn't pull the trigger just yet. Chap from Greninja, but not connecting the fair. Ooh. Oh yeah, and yeah, Elexiao sneaking past that limit cross slash. That was crucial. And so it's the red plumber all by himself, but
that was an odd thing.
That was an unnecessary.
Just as you say, all by himself.
Yeah.
He decided just to stab his teammate in the back.
The betrayal.
Yeah. However, not taking him out, but putting Rosalina at a very dangerous percentage.
Yeah, but from the 2v1s we've seen today, this is the most manageable one.
Yeah, I totally agree on that, because one up smash will be enough to take out any of these two. And now that chance is even bigger with this amount of rage. We will somewhere see a Yeehaw, and we will see a stock fly.
If he gets the Yeehaw, that'll be it. Oh, but yeah.
A very nice read from Elexiao. That was very, very on point. Jab, jab, reading the jump.
Yeah.
Forward air.
And Greninja, you know, with the highest hops in the game, just easily being able to snuff that out.
That's what you get with these long frog legs. You get those high hops.
And looking how close it was, you know, there was that unfortunate off-stage interaction with first Skipper getting blasted by Hydro Pump, Semmie saving him, and
they both die.
They both die.
Yeah, because Elexiao was there getting the spike from the down air.
Yeah,
and Supahsemmie was just baffled, like, what's happening? What's going on?
What's happening? Yeah.
And then it was already too late to recover with the up B.
And I didn't see the percentages at that point, but you know, as a whole, that's not good for your state of mind going into to the rest of that game.
It's very demotivating, of course.
Exactly. So they are sticking to the same composition, which I don't blame them, because they did well.
Yeah, it did really well. Of course, there was that mistake earlier, which cost them the game. I believe they are convinced of that. And speaking of, we're even going back to Smashville.
Ooh, and Skipper doing some very good damage on Elexiao right here.
Some off-stage interaction between Elexiao
and
Supahsemmie.
Semmie almost did something nasty to him.
Almost. Semmie's having nasty thoughts about the things he wants to do to his opponent.
Trying to get Skipper out of a sticky situation, but
not quite sure what he was meant to do.
Yeah, Rosa still had that jab ready. Okay, back throw to get Greninja out of the picture for now, so they can maybe double team Rosalina, but not able to do that. It's actually Rosalina retaliating in a big way. But Semmie answering right back.
Ooh, did you see what happened there? As soon as Mario did the down throw, Homika went for the jab with Luma and actually interrupted any sort of follow-up that would be possible normally.
And there goes Cloud. Just like that. Okay. Yeah, Semmie wants to get rid of this Rosalina and manages to do so in the end.
Getting the Yeehaw going.
Oh, one of the rare times that air dodge wasn't a good option versus that up air from Rosalina.
Skipper having his limit ready. Waiting for the right opportunity to utilize it.
Yeah, and that's another thing. They haven't been able to combo into a limit from Cloud.
Now that you say so,
Oh,
they haven't. And
yeah, and when
they do, they whiff.
They get the opportunity, but not connecting it. That's kind of bad play on their part. But Elexiao in the wrong place at the wrong time right there.
However, stocks are flying everywhere right now, while the blue team, of course, is still in the lead. Supahsemmie look into how to get that stock off from the Rosalina, and he gets so.
And they have been trailing this second game basically from the beginning, so they need to tighten up a bit. Speaking of red team, of course.
Ooh, hitting his teammate there. Both players want to go after their opponent.
Bit of a skirmish. But it's red team at this moment coming out on top. Ooh, Elexiao. So much pressure on this Cloud. Oh, that's not gonna do it quite yet. Not even the back air on Cloud right there.
Eliminating
Oh, and
Supahsemmie.
yeah, and finishing touching finishing touch on that shield of Rosalina will give them that last punish they need. So blue team